What is Canada's immigration bill C12 and how does it impact Canada's permanent and temporary immigration application streams? In this video, we'll talk about Bill C12, but before we get started, my name is Madhur Parashar. I'm a licensed Canadian immigration consultant. If you need any help with your immigration applications, my contact information is on this video and in the description. Reach out for our paid immigration services. Now let's get the discussion started. So what is Bill C12? This is a bill that it's not yet implemented, but once it is implemented, it gives the government a lot more power and authority to make significant changes to existing immigration applications, approved immigration documents, and existing immigration streams. It gives them the power to return any application, cancel any immigration stream, and cancel any existing work permit, study permit, or tourist visas that have already been issued. So the government has justified this with the logic that it helps protect national security and integrity of the immigration system. But the real motivation, of course, is to reduce the number of temporary residents in Canada. Now, there are three aspects to this. Number one, it allows the government to cancel individual applications and individual visas. So, for example, if you were issued a tourist visa and it turns out the government finds out something that you're not really a tourist, you have other intentions, then they can remotely cancel your visa and you will no longer have status in the country. Second, it can happen in bulk situations as well. For example, if there's an employer who is fraudulently selling job offers and bringing people on work permits, then the government can remotely cancel the work permits of all those workers in bulk. There was a case where an education consultant in India issued 700 fake admission letters, and those people came here on study permits. In this case, the government could remotely cancel those 700 study permits and those students would have no status. And the third aspect, this bill gives the government the power to cancel entire immigration streams and return all the applications to the applicants. So, for example, if there is a particular immigration stream that the government no longer believes serves the best interest of Canada, or they believe that it is not structured properly, it has too much fraud or misrepresentation, or that there is too much backlog in the stream which is impossible to clear out, then this bill gives them the power to cut and cancel the entire stream, and any applications that are in progress will be returned to the applicants, usually along with a refund. The interesting thing is that this is not new. The government always had this power, and they have used this power in the past as well to cancel streams and applications. This bill just makes it formal and makes the language stronger. For example, in 2014, there were more than 200,000 applications, PR applications pending in the backlog, and the government decided to return all 200,000 applications and start from scratch. And after that, Express Entry was introduced as a new PR system. So government has done this in the past. It is not something new. Now let's talk about how this impacts you as an applicant. There is a lot of noise, misinformation, and sensational headlines all over TikTok, social media, and news channels saying that mass visa cancellations are coming soon. There is even misinformation about specific countries that Indian applications will be mass cancelled. That is absolutely not the case. These are noisy, clickbait, misinformation style headlines. No particular nationality is going to be targeted. What the government might do is that identify certain streams that are problematic. For example, as people's work permits started expiring, they started filing humanitarian and compassionate applications in bulk. This is a misuse of the H&C stream because it is only meant for people who will face disproportionate amount of hardship or danger if they return to their home countries. So the processing times went through the roof and there are huge backlogs, and this is a misuse and abuse of the system. So it is possible that the government might identify this as a problematic area and cancel the entire stream, thereby returning all the existing unprocessed applications. Something like another example could be the SUV or the startup visa. So the government alleges that a lot of applicants under this stream are not really genuine entrepreneurs creating jobs. These are just people buying dummy businesses and paper entities and coming here as entrepreneurs. So they could pause and return those applications as well. Mind you, I'm not saying that these are streams that will be cut. I'm just giving you examples of what could happen. Now, this sounds quite drastic and unfair because every stream has problems, but canceling and returning all the applicants, most of whom are honest, hardworking people, sounds pretty unethical and dramatic. But given the political situation and the immigration situation, it is entirely possible that such a thing might happen, and people who have been waiting years for a decision on their applications might face such disappointments. However, this does not mean that everybody should be worried about it. If you're applying under Express Entry or a PNP stream, job offer, employer, Atlantic immigration programs, these are regular, normal, stable programs that do not face widespread cheating, misrepresentation, backlogs, and so on. None of these streams will be affected, and things will continue normally there. As long as you have not committed any shady business like misrepresentation or some kind of participated in some bulk scheme, you should be safe. All the regular streams like Express Entry, economic pathways are not expected to face any cancellation or bulk refusals. So ignore the social media clickbait, ignore the sensational headlines. 99% of you are going to be just fine even after Bill C12 is implemented. So that's it. Those are my opinions on Bill C12. We'll see what happens in the coming months and years. Once again, my name is Madhur Parashar. I'm a licensed Canadian immigration consultant. My contact information is on this video and in the description. If you need any help with your immigration applications, reach out for our paid immigration services.